Hi guys, welcome to Your Library at Home. It's me, Elda. I think we're a couple minutes early, so I just want to show you a few things that we're going to be doing tonight. We are going to be making some homemade paper, which actually is really, really fun. So I want to kind of show you. I don't know if you guys can see the details on this, but I don't know if you can see the little flower petals and stuff in there, but it's actually really fun. Hi Emma, hi Maureen. Welcome to Your Library at Home. Thanks for watching tonight. We're making homemade paper. Let me see if I can hold this up to show you guys. Here's some of the paper that I've been working on, which is really, really fun. Hi Melissa, homemade paper tonight. Also, I want to show you guys, and I'll show you guys this at the end of it, but tonight's a two-parter. So we're going to be working on the paper tonight, and we are going to be, hi Natalie, tonight we're going to make paper, and tomorrow we're going to make clay. And I wanted to show you what we're making tomorrow night. This is my watermelon bowl that I literally made out of shredded paper scraps. Watermelon. Here's my little orange bowl. You guys see that? Okay, this is gonna be a kiwi. I'll show you it tomorrow, and here's my lemon bowl. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear this, like how hard it is. Literally, this was made from, look, shredded paper. How cool is that? Hi, Nick. So, we are going to, tonight, make the paper, or make the slurry, which is what it's called, to make handmade paper. And then the pulp that we make tonight is what you guys are going to be using tomorrow night to be making clay. So yay, two-part project. It's probably just about 7 o'clock. And we are going to officially get started. So hi guys, welcome to Your Library at Home. Thanks for watching. And tonight we're going to be making homemade paper. So I'm gonna try to hold this up, and I feel like the lighting is probably not the greatest. So I don't know if you guys can see how this paper is. Can you guys see all the little details in there? And I'll show you exactly how. Can you guys see? This one is my little sparkly one. This one is, I think, really fun. And I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow. I'll have samples for you tomorrow of what I made from this and show you real quickly how to make them. But can you guys see all those fun little words in there? Tomorrow those are gonna be gift tags. So let's get started making paper. So the first thing that you guys need to do is you need to make a decal and a mold, which is actually pretty easy. I was kind of nervous about it. To do this project, you actually need some type of a decal mold, and I'll explain all that to you. You need shredded paper, warm water, a blender or a emulsifier, like a soup emulsifier. If you don't have that, you just let your paper soak for a really long time and you can actually make your own pulp out of it. So, but you guys will see that whole process. So you need shredded paper, water, a blender. I'm gonna show you guys how to make this mold because it seems sort of intimidating, but when you see how it works, it's actually really cool. But if you are intimidated by a mold, dollar store you can get, do you guys know what these are? These are those little things that you like put over frying pans so they don't splatter grease. So 2 of these, and this will be your decal in your mold if you don't want to make it. Kind of funny thing is I actually had everything that I needed to make this. So what you're gonna make, this is your mold, and as you see, it is an old picture frame. And this is your decal. And this is an old picture frame with 2 pieces of screen staple gunned on it and some duct tape. So literally, you want to pull everything off of your picture frame. It calls for 2 screens. This is literally a ripped screen from a cool old window I had in my garage. And this one I kind of took out of the basement because my husband had some screen. This one's a little thicker, and this one's kind of thin. If you don't have screen, or you do and you only have one type of screen, it's totally fine, it works. I'm not gonna staple gun this because I feel like it's gonna be really loud, and I have a glass table here. So, but things you will need is a staple gun and a hammer. And if you guys can see, I just went through and I stapled all the way around. And then I went through and I put Gorilla or duct tape around the edges right here. So if you notice, it is on the back flat side of the screen. And then on the smaller one, which I can actually turn the camera down and you guys can actually see better what I'm doing here. On the smaller frame that this is gonna be your mold. I think you guys saw this in one of the other programs that I did. This is actually weather stripping that I bought for 25 cents at a garage sale. So you just wanna go through back side again. I feel like this is a weird angle. Let me just fix this a little bit. Okay. Back side again of your frame. I'm gonna do this really fast so it's not gonna be super neat. But you're gonna wanna this is really skinny. Oops, I put that wrong. Oh, there's two pieces here. This is skinny weather stripping. So I doubled it. But I noticed too, some frames have kind of a felty thing. So if you happen to have old frames around and you wanna try to just do it with your old frames, that may work. But you're just gonna double layer it all the way around until it looks like this. So if you can see that. So this is now, hi Heather, oh I miss you too. We'll be back there before. Hey Larry, using your weather stripping, sorry. Okay, so this is now your mold, double layer weather stripping on it. I was gonna tell you, I made some 8x10s. We'll use the smaller one tonight for our example. So I'm gonna leave this one out. Old frame, like dig around guys. This literally was an old picture frame that I found that was from a bake sale I did when my daughter was in volleyball. So repurposed it because sadly we don't do volleyball bake sales anymore. Okay, so here's my 8x10 and I did a 2x3. So this is your decal and mold. If that's intimidating, dollar store splatter fry pan covers. They work good too. And I'll show you how to use both of them. Okay, so I'm gonna put all this aside for now. And just, if you guys are just joining in now, this is going to be a 2-part class. We will do the rest tomorrow. I'm gonna turn the camera up for a minute, so hold on guys. So tomorrow I'll show you actually what to do with this, but right now we're actually gonna make the paper. So, shredded paper, literally from my paper shredder. I noticed that if you use all sorts of color, you kind of get this grayish paper, which you can dye, so now it's blue. And if you shoot to use more paper, more white, then obviously you have a whiter base. But this is a really fun thing to do, so go for whatever you have in your paper shredder. Blender, let's turn it down a tiny bit. Okay, I'm gonna do this really quickly because this gets super loud. You actually wanna soak, important step, forgot to tell you. Soak your paper in water, your shredded paper in warm water. It was so hot out today that probably an hour it would have made it pulp, but you can leave it. I had it sitting for like 2 days just because I've been working on this and it's really fun and kind of addicting. So soak your paper shredded in water, and then you want to grab a scoop. And like I said, whatever I didn't have around my house comes from the dollar store. So about, let's just say a cup. You only want to fill your blender about halfway. If you guys don't have a blender, let it soak longer and you can mash it up with your hands. That's fine too. And one of those soup emulsifiers, if you can find them at a garage sale, they work great. About a cup of that, about a cup of water, or actually 2 parts water, I'd say 1 part paper. And we are just going to mix it up. If you want to put onion peel in here right now, that's where you get all your fun effects. All right, now we have our paper pulp. This is where it's going to get really fun and really messy, guys. So I will turn the camera down and show you what we just made. Move all our stuff. So now we're going to make what we call a slurry. This is where it gets really fun. So let me turn you down. All right, can you guys see? There we go. So here we have, I'm gonna take this out because we don't really need this. This is what I've been working on today. So this is warm water. We have our paper pulp that we just made. We're gonna dump our paper pulp in there. You actually want enough water in here to float your paper. I suggest you do this on a towel because it does get messy. See how I'm just swishing it around? So I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And this is where you would add your embellishments. I have some dried flowers from some, oh, you know what these are from actually, you guys? Let me show you, it's kind of funny. Recognize this? This is from last week. All my little lilacs that I had in there have died now, so I'm just gonna put some petals in here. I actually think what works really awesome is also from a project we did earlier, is colored napkins. This is 2-ply. I pulled the back off and I'm just ripping this up because this one looks actually like flower petals and it gives it some great color. So just rip that up in little bitty pieces. The more you do this, the more you experiment and you'll know what works good. Another thing that works really good is string. This is a piece of jute that I'm just gonna pull apart into a bunch of really, can you see the fibers? Just a bunch of really fine. You wanna try to get them as fine as you can, otherwise they may not dry all the way in the paper. All right. So this is where you would embellish. I added some glitter, I added leaves, I added seeds. I'm gonna break this up a little bit. So here's where it gets really fun and messy, guys. The other thing that you're going to need is either some paper towels, old towels, or cheapy felt squares. I'm gonna go with the felt squares. Actually got at the library a brayer, which is around here somewhere, and sponges. So I can't find my brayer, which kind of makes me sad. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the little one. Hi, Angie. Okay, so here is our decal. So this is the side with the screen that's on the top. You can see it's flat. So I'm gonna take my mold and put it on my decal. So it looks like this. I'm gonna try really hard to show you guys. I think I'm gonna turn it this way. Okay, you see all that slurry? So just swoosh it. And then you wanna go ahead and let the paper fiber fill up inside there. The more you have in here, the thicker your paper is gonna be, and the less you have, then the thinner. The thicker the paper, it's actually a little bit easier to get it off your mold. So here we have it. Notice I just gently am moving it back and forth, trying to get all the water out. Okay, now I'm just gonna slide this over for a second. Now I set my brayer down when I started, and now I don't know where I put my brayer, and this is where I would use my brayer, so we're gonna act like I had it. Okay, felt. We're gonna put this down. This is the fun part, guys. Just gently lift up, and there's your perfect shape from your mold. Okay, then you wanna go ahead and put another piece of felt on top, and just start pressing down. I didn't realize how fun felt was to work with for this. And just keep pressing. You want to try to get as much water as you can out. With the brayer, I would have rolled it. If you have an old rolling pin, the more pressure you put on it, the thinner your paper is going to be. Today was a great day to make paper, and you guys, this is a really awesome project to do with kids. It's actually really, really fun, and the more you do it, the more fun it is. Okay, so once we get most of the water off, which we didn't, so I am going to just really push down in here. And I'm gonna use the dry one more time. Here we have it. And there's our paper. I don't know if you guys can see that. It doesn't look really pretty when it's actually wet, and the more it dries, it becomes transparent. So So, like I said, the more you do this, the quicker your paper dries. And then just flip it over. And then keep going. So I'm gonna move that aside, and I wanna show you guys how to do it with, really quickly with these guys, because I feel like these are probably more practical, although making the decal and the mold is really easy. So if you have one of these, same thing. You actually just scoop it up, swish it around in your slurry, and lift it out. You guys see that? And it makes a really fun round piece of paper. And tomorrow night, you guys will see everything that we're gonna be doing with this. So now I'm just letting it drip. I'm gently squishing it around. This one's got a lot of water coming out of it. Okay, move this over. So when you guys make your pulp, which is this right here, save it in a container with a lid, because so I'm going to show you how to make this really fun clay with it. I'm going to go with, just so you guys know, this sheet, this size I got actually at the dollar store as well. These are like microfiber cloths. They're awesome for paper making, and they fit right on the screen, so those are perfect. I have 2 of them. And same thing, go through, just like you did your decal and your mold. Press down on the screen. Try to get as much water. I periodically squeeze out my sponge, and then squeeze these guys out too. And then flip it over. The bottom of this one's really wet, this guy. Just trying to get all the water out. See if this cooperated. And I'm going to flip it over. This one actually ripped a little. Oh, I ripped this one, guys. I was rushing. Did you see that? So here's the funny thing. If this happens, beauty of it is dump it right back in your water and reuse it. I'm going to just try to see if I can flatten it out though, because I'm probably cutting this one up for a bookmark anyways. Do not mind if this one is ripped. Let me see if I can get it off for you. There you go. And it came off the mold. This is kind of fun because it's got words in there. If you guys can see that. Can you see all the words and the speckles of flowers and color in there? This is actually really, really fun, guys. I'm going to show you a couple. I just want to move this water. I'm going to show you a couple of the ones that I've made already. Turning you guys back up. So, like I said, this, all this stuff was from shredded paper. Here is, can you guys see this one? This one is one of my favorites. It's still wet, so it's not super transparent, but that one I got some onion peels in there, some words in there. I had it outside and stuff was blowing from the tree, so there's a bunch of seeds in there. If you do not have anything to make a mold, you can actually go ahead and just push it down on an old screen or a flat surface like a towel. This is really, really thick. I'm actually going to make seed paper out of this and cut it in little tags, and then people can just throw this right in your garden and plant with it. I'll show you all of that tomorrow when I make it. But tune in tomorrow night. Hopefully you've tried this or are willing to try this, because this is really awesome. And like I said, tomorrow night we're going to be making homemade paper clay. And this is what I made. This is my watermelon bowl, and it's really thick, so it's kind of cool. So we're going to make a bowl. I'll show you how to make these tomorrow. An orange, give me a lemon, and kiwi's not done yet, so I'll show you kiwi tomorrow. And I will show you everything that you guys can make with your homemade paper. So thanks for watching Your Library at Home with me tonight, and tune in tomorrow at 7. I will see you then. Bye, guys.